Midnight's Children, Salman Rushdie. I was born at the stroke of midnight, August 15th, 1947, the precise moment India gained independence. My name is Salim Sinai, and my life has been inextricably bound to my country's. The doctors said I was special, but they didn't know how right they were. Every tick of the clock that night created another child like me, each gifted or cursed with powers beyond imagination. Together, we were the Midnight's Children, the living symbols of a new nation's hope and chaos. But my story begins before me, with my grandfather Adam Aziz, a doctor in Kashmir who sneezed 3 times when he saw the face of his future wife through a perforated sheet. His marriage, full of magic and misunderstanding, became the soil from which my family tree sprouted. From them came my mother, Amina, and the man I thought was my father, Ahmed Sinai. Yet even before I was born, fate had conspired to twist my identity. In a midnight act of confusion, a nurse switched me with another baby. The rich boy became poor, and the poor boy became me. Growing up in Bombay, I was surrounded by eccentric relatives, crumbling colonial mansions, and the smell of pickles that my mother loved to make. I discovered early that my oversized nose could smell secrets, and soon I learned I could do more than that. I could reach into the minds of others. Through my telepathy, I brought together all of India's midnight-born children, a conference of magic, where a boy could fly, a girl could change her size, another could travel through mirrors. We were the future, the nation's promise, but like India itself, we began to fracture. Politics, war, and greed crept into our lives. The dream of unity gave way to division, religion, language, class, tearing us apart as surely as the partition tore apart the subcontinent. I was swept into history. The Indo-Pakistani wars, the emergency, the rise and fall of leaders who claimed to shape destiny. My power faded as the country changed. I lost my family, my love, and the magic that had defined me. Yet I could not escape the truth that I too was a product of India's contradictions, born from its miracle and its mistake. Now I tell this story as my body begins to crack and crumble, like the land itself splintering under the weight of history. I speak of ghosts and revolutions, of lovers and traitors, of a generation cursed with too much destiny. My life mirrors my country's, both confused, vast, wounded, and full of impossible hope. I was born with a nation, and when I die, 1,000 stories will scatter like the seeds of cumin across the wind, reminders that the past and the future, the magical and the mundane, are forever intertwined in the heartbeat of India.